Okay, I hope I'm audible to all students who are attending this practice lecture for statistical methods for economics. In this practice lecture, we intend to look at some practice problems on our module descriptive statistics. Now, within descriptive statistics, we have talked about histograms, we have talked about how to find mean, median, mode, standard deviation, coefficient of variation. If you check out my modules on descriptive statistics, we have done all this in our modules on descriptive statistics. Now, in this particular lecture, we are looking at questions based on finding arithmetic mean. So, in this practice lecture, we look at questions on calculating arithmetic mean. So, it's a practice lecture. I am going to solve a couple of questions on arithmetic mean. Okay. But I request all students that when I write the question, you try to solve it on your own and not look at the solution. And then later you can tally your solution with my solution. Okay. So let's look at the first question. Very simple. Find the arithmetic mean. Find the arithmetic mean of the following frequency distribution. Find the arithmetic mean of the following frequency distribution. So we are given x, the variable x, we are given the frequencies. I'm writing the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The frequencies are as follows 5, 9, 12, 17, 14, 10, and 6. Okay, now let's work out the solution here. So remember from my lectures on descriptive statistics, I had made all students draw a table, a formula table, where we had looked at the formula for arithmetic mean. Very simple. This is, first of all, identify it's a discrete frequency distribution. You are given the variable and you are given the frequencies. What's the formula for arithmetic mean? X bar is equal to summation f into x by n, where n itself is the sum of all frequencies. So step one, you need to recognize the formula. This is the formula for calculating arithmetic mean in case of discrete frequency distribution. So I have to calculate now f into x. Can we quickly do that? 1 into 5, 5, 2 into 9, 18, 3 into 12, 36, 4 into 17, 68, 5 into 14 is how much? 70. 6 into 10 is 60 and 7 into 6 is 42. Okay, now sum up all the frequencies. If I add them up, my summation fx comes out as 299. So this is my summation fx. If I add up all the frequencies, so I can say that from the numerical summation fx is 299 and summation f, which is my n, is nothing but 5 plus 9 plus 12 plus 17 plus 14 plus 10 plus 6. Add all these up. You can use your calculator, simple calculator. You get n as 73. What is my mean? 299, which is summation fx, over n, which is 73. Again, you can use your calculator and verify that the answer is 4.09. This is the arithmetic mean for the given discrete frequency distribution. Okay, let's take up another question. Question number 2. These are simple problems, first of all. Calculate the arithmetic mean. Calculate the arithmetic mean of the marks from the following table. Calculate the arithmetic mean of the marks from the following table. So, we are given marks 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Now we are given class intervals, guys. If you look at this, these are class intervals. We are given the number of students, which is my frequency. The values are 12, 18, 27, 20, 17, and 6. Okay, so let's calculate the arithmetic mean. Now, first of all, one method to calculate it is you use the assumed mean method. Usually in high school, when we do statistics at high school level, we use the assumed mean method. That's the easiest method to calculate this particular, solve a problem like this. So, what is the formula? If we look at the formula using the assumed mean method, or in fact, the even better method is the step deviation method. That's even more faster. Using the step deviation method, x bar is nothing but assume mean plus summation fd dash by n times I, where I itself is the magnitude of the class interval L2 minus L1, upper limit minus the lower limit. So if I first calculate the midpoint, let's calculate the midpoint M. Let's calculate the midpoint M. What is M? 0 to 10, the midpoint is 5. Then it's 10 to 20, midpoint is 15. Then we have 25. Then we have 35. Then we have 45. Then we have 55. Let me take my assumed mean as 35. What will my D dash be? D dash is nothing but x minus a over I. So if you look at it, you don't even need to calculate it. Assume mean is 35. This is 0. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2. Very simple. Step deviation method gives you the results in the most fastest possible way. You should know the formula. This is the formula for calculating mean using the step deviation method. So my assume mean is 35. I randomly took assume mean as 35. D dash I found out. FD dash. Now I multiplied this column with this column. So FD dash is going to be 12 into minus 3 minus 36. 18 into minus 2 minus 36, 27 into minus 1, minus 27, 20 times 0, 0, 17 times 1, 17, 6 times 2, 12. Can I quickly calculate summation FD dash now? So let's work that out. Students can use their calculators. So it's 17 plus 12. Okay. So if I work it out, it's going to be like this. Let me use my calculator. 17 plus 12 is 29. Minus 27, minus 36, and minus 36. My answer comes out as minus 70 for FD dash. This is my summation FD dash. Now I can plug in all the values. What is my assumed mean? 35. What is my summation FD dash? Minus 70. What is my N? My N is the sum of all frequencies. Add them up. So 12 plus 18 plus 27 plus 20 plus 17 plus 6. N is 100, sum of all frequencies. So I can erase this. I can write N is 100. What is my I? L2 minus L1. The upper limit minus the lower limit. 10 minus 0 is 10. So if I calculate this here, X bar comes out as 35 minus 700 by 100. My answer for X bar is 35 minus 7, which is 28 marks. The arithmetic mean for this problem is 28 marks. The method I have used is the step deviation method. You could have used alternative methods also. You could have also done this. If I erase this part off, I'm just writing the alternative method you could have used. The alternative method would be X bar is equal to summation F into M by F, where M is the midpoint. M is the midpoint of the class. This would also give you the same answer, 28. Okay, so if you look at this, so let's now move to the next problem. Let's look at question number 3. Again, calculate the mean for the following frequency distribution. Calculate the mean for the following frequency distribution. So again, we have the class interval and we have the frequency. Okay, we are given 0 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 24, 24 to 32, 32 to 40, and 40 to 48. Okay, these are the class intervals given to us. The frequencies are 8, 7, 16, 24, 15, and 7. These are the frequencies given to us. Okay, how do we find the arithmetic mean? Again, let's use the step deviation method. That's the best. Using the step deviation method, x bar is going to be assume mean plus summation fd dash by n times I. Now first we find the midpoints, because then we are going to assume mean from those midpoints. So 0 to 8, the midpoint is 4. 8 to 16, it is 12. Then the midpoint is 20. Then it's 28. Then it's 36. And then it is 44. Let me assume the mean as 28. So I can now find d dash. Very simple. 0 in front of 28, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2. This is my frequency. Let's find fd dash. 8 into minus 3, minus 24. 7 into minus 2, minus 14. 16 into minus 1, minus 16. 24 into 0 is 0. 15 into 1 is 15. 7 into 2 is 14. Let's find summation fd dash. So let's quickly use our calculators. 15 plus 14 is 29. Minus 16 minus 14 minus 24 comes out as minus 25. This is my summation fd dash. Put everything in the formula. Assume mean is 28. fd dash is minus 25. N is, how much is my n? Sum up all frequencies. 8 plus 7 plus 16 plus 24 plus 15 plus 7. N is 77. So divided by 77 times I is how much? Upper minus the lower limit. 8 minus 0 is 8. So we can quickly calculate the answer now. It is 28 minus 25 times 8 is 200 by 77. And now we can quickly work this out. Comes out as 25.404. This is my arithmetic mean x bar for this particular numeric. So I hope that students have understood how we have got the solution to this problem. Okay. Let's look at one more problem for discussion. Let this be a word problem now. Question number 4. Okay. So we are given that the average salary of male employees in a firm was rupees 520, and that of female employees was rupees 420. The mean salary of all employees, the mean salary of all the employees was rupees 500. Find the percentage of male and female employees. Find the percentage of male and female employees. Okay, so let's quickly solve this. So we are given that now we are given two groups, male and female employees. So I can say that let N1 and N2 be the number of male and female employees respectively. We need to find the percentage, but let's first of all start by saying that suppose there are N1 number of males and N2 number of female employees. Okay, and I can further say let X1 bar and X2 bar denote the average salary of the males and the females respectively. Of the males and the females respectively. And let X bar denote the mean salary of all employees. Now remember the concept of combined mean. Again, we have done this at high school level, stats and economics. Okay. How do we find combined mean? So X bar is my combined mean. Now recall, I'm writing it here. Recall the formula for combined mean. Suppose we have two groups, 1 and 2. The combined mean X bar is N1 times the mean of the first group plus N2 times the mean of the second group over N1 plus N2. N1 is the number of observations in the first group. X1 bar denotes the mean of the first group. N2 is the number of observations in the second group. X2 bar is the mean of the second group. X bar is my combined mean. Now, X bar is how much? From this question, if you see X bar is mean salary of all employees, how much? 500. X1 bar is male employees, average 520. X2 bar is average salary for female employees. How much? 420. So can I plug all these values? 500 is equal to X1 bar is 520. So 520 N1 plus 420 N2 over N1 plus N2. And now if I solve this particular equation, if I erase the initial part off, I can write that 500 times N1 plus N2 is equal to 520 N1 plus 420 N2, which implies 500 N1 plus 500 N2. I've just opened up the brackets on the left hand side. So I can now bring everything to the right hand side. So 0 is equal to 520 minus 500, 20 N1. And 420 minus 500 is how much? Minus 80 N2. So this implies 80 N2 is equal to 20 N1. I just bring this to this side basically. What do I get? I get N1 by N2 as, this implies N1 divided by N2 is 80 by 20. Which cancels, and what do I get? N1 by N2 is 4. That means for every one female, I can write as 4 by 1 also. For every one female, I have 4 males. So what is the percentage of male employees if I work that out? If I erase this part off, so basically I can say that out of every 5 employees in total, 4 are males and 1 is a female. 4 are males, 1 is a female. N2 denotes female, N1 denotes male group. So what is the percentage of males? How do I find the percentage? Number of males divided by total, which is 5 times 100, which is 80%. Percentage of females in the population. Number of females is only 1. Divided by total females is 5 times 100, which is 21. So these are my answers. Percentage of male employees is 80%. Percentage of female employees is 20%. Okay. So I hope all students have understood this. I stop in this particular lecture. The objective was to do a couple of problems on mean. Okay. In my next lecture, practice lecture, we are going to solve a couple of problems on finding the median. Numericals on median. Okay. So I stop in this lecture. I hope all students have enjoyed this practice lecture. Any doubt, you can unmute your mics and ask, or call up or mail me your doubts at divineschoolofeconomics@gmail.com. This is where I stop in this lecture.